this week, one of our favorites. I don't know if it's one of our favorites, but a show we enjoy came back. Black
Definitely one
Mirror.
of mine. Yeah.
Black Mirror came back. I think it's one of mine too because like I was
Mine
really
too.
happy to see it. Would you say,
It's
Blur?
mine too.
Yeah.
It says mine too because it's weird as shit. So I like weird shit like
Yeah, it's Twilight Zone vibes,
that.
man.
Yeah.
So
But like modern.
speaking of that, you know Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele, yeah, did a Twilight Zone.
I do know that, and I didn't watch it.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
No, me and my wife, cause me and my wife went into it hoping for like some Black Mirror make you think type shit, but
Hmm.
it really wasn't. We made it like 4 episodes and just never went back to it.
I never even gave it a chance, dog. Which is kind of crazy, but I never. I guess whenever it came out that time, I wasn't really like trying to check it out. But yeah,
Yeah, his movie's fire, but couldn't vibe with the Twilight Zone remake. But episode 1 of Black Mirror, Joan is awful. What did y'all think? How did y'all feel about that?
you want to
You-
start? Uh, I had a lot of feelings. I don't know how far you want me to go. Do you want
Go
me to give
deep.
my like my full thing?
Go
I don't want
deep.
to be rambling. All right, so pause by the way. But so the first thing that I was thinking was like I enjoyed the concept of them having your likeness. So the first issue obviously is we need to read the
Yes.
user's agreement.
Thought about TikTok. Okay.
And we say this. I know we've had this conversation before how we're going to start reading the agreements.
Yeah.
I think Mark, you may have start skimming them. I don't know how deep you're going into it because they do be pages, but
Yeah.
I always say that, but I never do.
Yeah.
I never do. Um, and so I liked how they were able to show you how powerful this technology really is. It's kind of like brought it to life because we carry when she was it was the point where she was like, how do they know all this? How do they all know all this? And the first thing I thought was her phone.
Yeah.
The phone got all the data that it need. You know what I'm saying? So like they know everything close enough where they could make a show about you, right? Then it kind of I was fine with the show could have ended like that and I would have been fine.
Mhm.
Then they kind of started to pivot into this multiple realities living in a simulation
Yeah.
thing.
Inception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was cool. It kind of threw me a little bit because I think I liked it more before they went into it being a simulation, but I still found a way to appreciate that part of it as well.
Yeah.
Because I felt like once they made it into a simulation, it kind of took away from the reality of it, the reality aspect of like the issue being your data. It's kind of like they start tackling a bunch of issues at once. So like, but also with that, it kind of played with the whole idea. Well, if I am in a simulation and we're all simulated, if I stop this, is this murder in a sense? Like, am I killing all of these people? You feel what I'm saying? Like, because they're living someone else's reality. Because it all started at the one head.
Base
And
level.
then,
Yeah.
yeah. And then from there, it goes into am I actually in control of what's going on? Or have the decisions already been made? So, like, divine path and like destiny and stuff like that.
Pause real quick. Can you pause real quick and remember where you are and what you're
Go
saying?
for it. Yeah, we
So,
could try.
like, I thought similar too, but I don't think that was AI. I think they were just using like these famous people's likeness and using old girl's life. I don't know if that was AI. You know what I'm saying?
But
That's like
yeah, but it
CGI.
wasn't. It wasn't. But the person that we thought was the main character wasn't. It
Right.
was all
Yeah.
based on that the first girl.
Right. But
So she wasn't AI. She was really going through it.
the main jump,
Mm.
yeah.
She was
But
CGI.
Our Joan was going through it too.
You talking
He
about
was CGI.
this girl here? Yeah.
Yeah, so you saying she CGI.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she was
CGI.
CGI.
So
She was based off real Joan
Real Joan, yeah.
and doing what real Joan did, but I don't know if it was artificial. Like I don't know if she had consciousness. You know what I'm saying?
okay. So
That's
you're
the
saying the person that played this Joan
There was no
was
one
a
playing it. It
real
was CGI. So they
CGI,
had this actress's likeness, like they had Selma Hayek's. You know what I'm saying? So like,
right, but so where was the person whose likeness they took?
They didn't show you that till the end.
yeah,
That's how they played with your mind. They made you think she was the real person, and she was never the real person. They flipped it on you at the end.
yeah. You remember
It
they
showed
both
you the real
had
Joan.
ankle bracelets? That was the
Yes,
person who likeness. That was her.
They were using.
but why
It's
did she
her
have an
actual
ankle bracelet
likeness.
too? Because she got in trouble for what her likeness did as well.
So no, so she in the show that we saw, she was Selma Hayek. So she broke into the place with the real Joan. You get what I'm saying? So she was Selma Hayek. Like in this one, she's watching herself, who is Selma Hayek. But in real life, she's the Selma Hayek, the actress right here, whose likeness they took is the Selma Hayek character, and they broke into the shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Say it one more time.
Okay. All right. So we're following this girl right here, thinking she's the main character, right?
Right.
And her character that's portraying her on Streamberry is Selma Hayek, right? But we find out all that they're doing is just recreating Base Jane's life, right? So in Base Jane's life, this character who we was following, who we thought was the main Jane, is Selma Hayek. And you know, like when we was watching her and Selma Hayek break into the place and like destroy the computer, the actual actress whose likeness they took here, and Base Jane actually broke into the place in real life.
Yeah.
So in the original,
Yeah.
she was one removed basically. So she was actually a part of the real situation. Not the CGI, but the actual person.
Under that, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Okay. That makes sense. Cause I saw that they both had an ankle monitor that went over my head. Like I saw it, I'm like,
yeah.
I didn't get what this. I knew it was significant, but I didn't know why.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, if it's not real, then blah da da blah da blah da. So she, okay, that makes sense.
And it seemed like shit was happening instantly as we were watching them, but like it wasn't, because we don't know when Jane actually did the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
She was just living it out like real time, and it was happening real time. Like, but yeah, because I was confused at that too. Because I was like, why would Selma Hayek care that her likeness is being portrayed that way if no one's gonna see it? But the people watching the show see Selma Hayek like in real life. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking like this is just their dimension who Selma Hayek's portraying this person. But me and you watching it, like me and you that's in the same like realm as Base Jane, would be watching her as Jane and Selma Hayek as the person portraying her. So,
okay.
So we saw the show that we would see. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that makes sense.
On TV.
Yeah. Like,
Got you. Oh, okay. So the whole time they were showing us what everybody would actually see.
yeah.
But we thought that we were seeing. Okay. And see, that's why I like the show.
Yeah.
That's why I like the
legit.
show right there.
Yeah.
That's why I like it right there.
Exactly.
Yeah. And my wife was like, I don't want to watch the same show twice. But it was like we were watching like 3 shows.
Exactly.
We watched it 3 times. Like, I guess. Like.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
That John was crazy, man. But it was like, let me see your phone. She was like, it's in the house.
How convenient.
He said, bye, ho.
Yeah.
That John was crazy, dog. But and that's another reason why I like the show, because you can pull so much from it. Like they have something that they're trying to share, but you can pull so much more from it too.
Yeah.
And it was one thing that I was thinking is like how essentially we're all bad. Like
Yep.
if you were to follow any of us throughout the entire day, we could potentially be viewed as monsters.
Yep.
And like from her firing the girl, I ain't rewind it, but I didn't hear very well why they were firing the girl in the first place. But that to um her texting the dude, well, I mean, she shouldn't have gone and seen this man, but like all of this stuff that usually you wouldn't see if your phone released
Yeah.
the stuff that you really did, like you could really be, you know what I'm saying, a monster. Like, and that kind of set with me too, cause I'm like, dang, like what if my phone did this to me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And
but
people be tripping. They don't even want their girls to look in their phone. Nigga. Imagine the whole world see your shit. Nigga.
uh,
Like,
that was another thing too, cause essentially she didn't want to be a part of the show, right?
yeah.
And then once she started getting all the attention, she she kind of capitalized on it, and that kind of remind me of like when people go viral on social media. Like she had all his eyes on her, then she did some crazy jump, went to the church, doo doo, all that kind of stuff. Like she wouldn't have did that if she was never on the show. Like she never had that many eyes on her.
I think she did that based off of revenge.
Yeah.
From the character playing her. She knew that the actress that was playing her have to do the same thing she was doing. So she was doing it as revenge. I'm gonna get back at you for taking my likeness.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if she was trying to count. I think she always hated that shit
Yeah.
through the whole
Oh
show.
well, I think she did too, but I don't think she would have done all of that had she not had that platform. Like if she wasn't,
Yeah.
if
But
she was still regular.
I mean, what? How else would you get to stop? You know, like,
I would have never tried that. I would have never tried that. That would have never crossed my mind.
like, yeah,
I
Like
think
to
she
the point where she was like, it was even a part of a plan to get the girl's attention. I would have never thought of that.
Mm.
and
I probably would have just tried to go into the woods, get rid of all technology, and see if that worked. Like, okay, was there a new episode? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, hey, it's nothing. I'm not sharing data, so they don't know where I'm. Like, I probably would have tried that first.
I'm sure them satellites capture your ass out in the woods.
Probably, yeah. I mean,
But
really, that's another point. Like, could you even escape
because
data being collected on you if you wanted to?
that might have been in them terms and conditions too, man. Like wherever you go, man. Just like TikTok, nigga. Whatever computer you sign into, whatever, wherever there's a microphone and we can hear you, you gave us permission to listen to you, like, and
Right.
make a show about you.
Buddy said, I can't sleep with you because, I mean, if I can't get hard for you, that's one thing, but I won't be able to get hard for
Selma
Shorty
Hayek.
Girl. Yeah,
Yeah,
Selma Hayek on TV.
yeah.
Mess up my clout, man.
And that's another thing too, like from that famous person perspective, because like I don't know if y'all heard this, but like Keanu Reeves was like, y'all can't use my likeness. Every movie he signed to was like, y'all either you use me or like you can't use my likeness. Like stunt man, you can't put my face on them, nigga. Like you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And like
Mhm.
that just show you like how even though it ain't you, like your likeness can ruin. Like
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
That was another thing, too. Yeah.
And because nowadays, like they making, I think y'all saw one, but like they made a whole podcast of like Joe Rogan, like, and like
Hmm.
imagine somebody just clicked on that shit and he's saying some wild shit, and it's like, damn, that nigga's this and this, like, cancel that nigga, like,
Hmm.
who's to say, like, people wouldn't know, like, people won't double check, they'll just, he's a racist, like, cancel this
Right.
nigga,
Exactly.
like,
And you know, Nike quick to pull an endorsement.
yeah,
So
Mhm.
don't be on Nike and something false come out because they're not going to apologize.
yeah,
They're going to remove you. But yeah, it's crazy. We really blurring the lines between reality and, you know,
yeah.
non-reality.
What'd you think, Blur?
Everything Larry was said about that show. Uh,
What was your favorite part though?
Pretty much is just ending. Ending was my favorite because once they flipped the script, I was like, "Dang, that's wild, bruh." I was like, this whole time I'm thinking this is
Yeah.
her doing all this, that it's not really her. Then when they show when she show all the uh Joan is awful and all the different people, Brian is awful and
Yeah.
Shannon is awful. They made this same thing of so many other people. I'm like, I don't want to watch Netflix no more. I'm good on
Streamberry. Streamberry.
Netflix.
Bruh.
Stringberry.
And that was when they first showed that shit. Streamberry was exactly like Netflix. The way that shit came on, the words.
Mhm.
I'm like,
The sound.
yeah. I'm like, this is a Netflix show. Why aren't they just using their name? But then they're like, you see why? Like, they taking over niggas' lives. Like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want to be associated with that shit.
They
Like,
did not want to be
And
associated
it
with it.
was it was crazy too because when the lady was explaining the show, she was talking about how we're trying to make the show so personable, like to you.
yeah.
And it's like,
Analytics.
yeah, you gotta chill on the algorithm, man.
Bro, and that shit is literally everywhere. Sports, fucking our movie recommendations, nigga. Like, out. And, like, we can't say that it's bad because, like, it's literally made, like, our life more convenient. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, yeah, it's not. I mean, it's a tool.
yeah.
I don't think tools are inherently good or bad, but yeah, it came.
You can make it that way. But how
Yeah,
you
it's kind of annoying because it. I think it does kind of prevent you. It shows you more of what you already like, but I feel like the more it does that, it kind of closes the area of where you might want to explore. Like it's going to let you explore more things you like already, but I want to see more things that I don't know that I like because maybe I like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so that's the only thing I don't like. I feel like it's like putting me in a box and it's shielding me from this other stuff. It's just surrounding me with stuff that I like, which is cool. I like this stuff, but I want to. What else do I like? I'm still, you know what I'm saying, learning what my interests are. I want to learn some more stuff that I'm not already interested in because I don't know that it even exists.
But the analytics can recommend shit that you don't know you like, and they would know that you like it. Honestly, bruh, this is so crazy. I feel like the right analytics shit probably know me better than I know myself.
That don't scare you any? That don't make you uncomfortable at all?
Like, I okay. I mean, I was gonna say, what's the worst that can happen? Like, we literally just saw a show that, like, but I don't know. I'm always kind of on the like, I guess the pros outweigh the cons type shit.
Hmm.
Like, are you willing to not have analytics in your life, like, and just go through life, like, you know, picking your own movies, not getting recommendations, like, not having the fucking bruh. Every video I finish on YouTube, the next recommended one is fire. Like, they know I'm gonna like it, bruh. Like, it'll be a channel I never even saw. That shit start playing, I'm like, fuck this shit. And then 5 seconds in, okay, wait,
Hmm.
okay.
I'm actually the opposite of that. I never choose anything someone else want me to watch.
Like a computer or like us, like your friends, nigga.
Oh, like you said, analytics, they pop up something there, I'm not gonna click on it. Just I didn't want to watch it. Just not in my
You
head to
don't
watch
know
it.
that though. If you watched
Yeah,
it,
but you're right. I don't know that. But the fact that I'm not already thinking to do it, I'm not gonna do it.
I turn mine off.
I've came and watched what I wanted to watch, and now I'm leaving. Just that simple. Like the only thing, and I like anime a lot, and they do be recommending different animes. And I don't go watch it. No, I don't watch it. Yes, I haven't heard it from someone I know that say, "Hey, you should go watch the show." I don't jump into it.
okay. So I guess why would you trust a stranger? Not a, you might know this person, but why would you trust a stranger that don't really know anything about you other than they like the show and you like anime, like versus a computer algorithm that's designed for you. If you like this, and this, then 99% of other people who like this will like this thing. Why do you trust a person more than that computer?
Because with that person, I can have a conversation. I had a conversation with the computer. So we're talking about anime.
Right.
As we're talking about anime, he or she listening to all the anime she or he are watching. I might have seen some of the same animes. So if I've seen some of the same anime that you're telling me about, we're talking about, we're excited about it. I'm like, okay, we on the same level, right? Tell me some things you've watched that I haven't watched. Now I want to know since I feel like we're on the same level now. That's how I just believe them. That same reason I did my brother. Every show my brother or someone else that recommended me to watch when it comes to anime, all been good. And that's one.
Okay. I
I
just
don't only thing I don't do that for is video games. Only recommendation I take from is no idea. Like I ask him if he played the game or how he like it because I know I'm very picky on stuff, so I can. So that'll let me know whether that was good or not.
I might be expanding my palette, man. Honestly, but that's another conversation.
Hmm.
yeah. But I feel like them shits is designed. Those algorithms are designed to keep you wherever you are, keep you there watching some shit that they have.
Exactly.
Right
I hate
now,
it. I hate it to the utmost.
so don't you think they're gonna have the best shit there? Cause it's money. If you click off, it's money they losing. So they're gonna have the best fucking algorithm for you to recommend some shit that they know you gonna like.
Maybe, but you get on my nerves, so I'm not like it's just like she said in the show with the phone. You know, you be talking about something, and all of a sudden it pop up on your Instagram. And that shit pisses me off every time. Like matter of fact, I was nowhere near my phone. We was talking about this shit in the car, and now the shit is on my computer.
Yeah,
Like, what the hell, bro?
that's actually not true. Um,
So
or they might be listening, but theoretically or supposedly, it's like, yeah, you never Googled it or you never looked it up or none of that shit, right? However, from all the other shit you've done, right, and all of your friends who you connected with, like through all your social medias that they have access to, they think you'll like this, nigga. So it's not that they're listening to you; it's what like. That's the
but
science.
how do you know? Like literally, everything I have talked about. We talked about, maybe we should get a cabin or something this week.
Yeah.
Cabins popping up on our thing. Maybe
Yep.
should we go travel, take the cruise? This specific cruise. That specific cruise pop up. Like what the fuck?
And
We should do it. Go ahead.
but
My
check
bad.
this out. Have you don't notice it when it's not something you just talked about though. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like they
get
could
that.
have been recommending you cabins. Like they could have been recommending you the shit you saying. But this time you said it and now you see
So,
it. So you like, oh shit, like am I
are
listening?
you,
Are they listening to me?
so, so are you saying that's exactly like when you buy a car?
And then you
You never,
notice all the other cars
okay,
that's your car.
exactly.
Nigga. Like,
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
I get you.
I never saw so many Mustangs than when I was driving mine, nigga.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right.
But that's not to say that could just be they scientific, you know what I'm saying, pushing that science on you. But I definitely think they're listening to us, bro. Like don't get it twisted. I definitely think they're listening to us. I definitely think they're watching us, man. But I don't know.
We should do an experiment and just say cannonball 100 times, and then see if a cannonball pop up. Like on a, it got to be something random like that. Like something I know none of us has. Well, I don't know that. I assume none of us have looked up a cannonball recently. But like
Wow.
No, no.
Yeah, let's do
next thing you
that.
know, you open it,
Yeah,
gonna be a cannonball.
cause like
Cannonballs for sale near you. What?
cause that should be random enough that like
Yeah,
yeah yeah.
And I'll say I'm near you.
I didn't
like
even know they
something.
had cannonballs for sale.
I know, right?
Yeah
Exactly.
yeah.
But
Maybe
yeah,
we should do that.
And like I think at the I don't know, like at the bottom layer of this episode, it was like she did a lot of shit that she didn't like, right? And at the end, she ended up doing what made her happy versus
yep.
you know
Yeah,
the other
Instead of
bullshit.
living in assimilation.
Yeah,
exactly.
start a
You
coffee
felt
shop.
Yeah.
Yep, she felt like she wasn't the star of her own story. Well,
Yeah,
she was.
yeah. But then they say shit like that, it make you seem like it might have was AI. Like, how do you feel? I guess Joan could have said that to her therapist though.
She did. Yeah,
Yeah,
they played everything off her life. So
yeah,
even when she would talk to her therapy about open up the coffee shop, at the end she opened the coffee shop.
yeah,
So she just didn't have the strength to go through anything until she went through all of that awful stuff.
yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
And through that
But we
whole
all know, like, she broke into a corporation, destroyed their computer, and she got house arrest.
she'd be dead.
Serious.
She'd be dead, nigga. That bitch destroyed a quantum computer, nigga.
Exactly.
That was making
Got
hit
house
TV
arrest.
shows,
Jesus.
nigga. Ain't no way, bro.
They can't
That's
just
how
build that thing on a whim.
I always enjoy when I see like because I feel like in the early Black Mirrors, at least when I was watching them, I didn't recognize a lot of the people.
Yeah,
Hmm.
So I always have fun. Like I always enjoy recognizing like certain people. Like Michael Cero's in
yeah.
there. I don't know the black girl's name, but she played in The Bear, so recognize her.
Who the
The one that
lawyer?
got no, the one that got fired at the beginning.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I seen her in another show. Like so that was cool. I never saw this main character before though. I didn't know who she was.
Said she was in Shit's Creek. Uh,
Oh,
I
I
said,
never watched
I
it.
said, well, first of all, she taking a road look, but
Oh yeah.
Michael Cera, when the show went off and I saw his name, I was like, who the hell? I didn't see him in this movie.
What?
Like, yeah,
I mean, he was in there for a split second. When they went in to destroy the machine, he was watching the machine. And then he was
oh,
explaining to them that they weren't the real ones. They were,
okay, yeah, you're
he
right.
was
then
like, why
she.
would Michael Cera be in here watching this thing? I'm
Yeah, you're
acting
right.
for such and such.
Yeah,
Like,
they took my face and lightning. She punched the hell out of that
yeah, she
nigga.
did. Yeah, she did.
That nigga went limp,
He ain't deserve that.
nigga.
But
But
that Jones, man, I look forward to episode 2, man. It's only 5 episodes.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
always short like that though.
Yeah,
It's always good.
I forgot, but
It's better than the
man.
3 from last season.
You know what? I didn't even remember the 3, but I was looking at it. But Striking Vipers was in the last one, huh?
Yeah.
I thought that was like season 1. So
Oh
I'm like,
no.
I obviously don't remember these
Yeah.
Me
shows that
neither.
well. So it's about time for me to go ahead and rewatch and stuff. But
Yeah.
What three was in the last one?
Striking Vipers
Striking
was one.
Vipers was one of them. I don't remember the other 2. I could look it up real quick.
Yeah.
Um, I saw the image, but it didn't ring a bell. Oh yeah, Miley Cyrus was in one. Rachel,
Oh,
Jack, and
okay,
Ashley
yeah, okay.
too.
Oh, that
And
was that
then
season. Oh yeah,
Actually, two
Smithereens.
was
I don't remember
Michael
Smithereens
Myers.
though.
That's when bro was trying to work for that corporation. He went out to the guy in that car and drove, and bro got sniped.
Oh yeah. I don't remember the whole thing, but I do remember him being in the field against Snipe.
Yeah, that millionaire. They call that millionaire that was like on vacation.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
So looking forward to the next one. Like I said, um I like stuff like that that make you think. I'm like I feel like I'm a philosopher at heart. So I just like to think about stuff.
yeah,
Like different ideas, different thought processes, different interpretations. Like that's my bag. Like I enjoy that. So
Mhm.
it's cool. I don't know if the same person write all these episodes, but like, I think it's cool to see where certain minds can go. You know what I'm saying? Like certain people's
hmm
brains, like how creative that shit can be. Like,
hmm
and shit, bro. You know what? That shit could be. It could. So like, imagine that episode is based on some shit that's actually happening. Like, you know
hmm
what I'm saying? 4 levels on that bitch. Like,
Imagine if ChatGPT wrote that episode.
mm, yeah.
That would
Or
be crazy.
or they chat GPT. I know they got a stronger one, bro. They shit got to be churning
Ooh,
out, huh?
who's ChatGPT?
Uh, any one of these Elon's company
Oh,
probably
oh,
got one.
oh, oh.
Fucking Microsoft. I think this is Microsoft's, but I guarantee you they have a stronger version than
Mm.
what we're using right now, nigga.
Oh, absolutely.
Like they not putting that shit out to us, nigga. Like, but Good episode though.
for sure.
I Me and my wife was gonna watch another one, but I was like, man, I want to save it. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah. I
like,
don't. Yeah, I wanted to watch another one when it went off too, but I'm like,
yeah,
let me just marinate in this one.
yeah.
Like,
And I usually just binge, but we waited. But nah,
I
it's
might do like one a week, man. Like if it was actually on TV, because that give me a week to like process and think about it.
yeah. They need to keep. I hope they start filming the next season. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, don't make us wait. Well, the last one came out in 2019, last season.
that's
So it's
4 years.
it's not as long as I thought it was, because
Yeah,
I thought it was like 2016 or something.
yeah.
But I think that's when Bandersnatch came out, ain't it, or something?
Oh
I don't
yeah,
remember.
they did make a movie. But yeah.
Yeah, man.